Hebo, Cupid, Nem to Purse, Cthulhu, Ravana. What's up, YouTube? I'm gonna be just going over winning conditions, picks and bans on SSG versus Ghost. This is two juggernauts right now. They're both undefeated right now, so this is gonna be telling the tale of who's gonna be first place in my opinion. So pretty much it started with the bans. I'm gonna move my camera over.
Individual matchup inside of mid lane. Nemesis has a pretty alright time closing distance onto Persephone. I'm more concerned about
so pretty much
3v3 gonna gel out for Ghost. Hebo's a little bit more late game centric.
Right now, so we're just looking at top 3 picks. I'm gonna have to go with SSG's being a bit stronger. They picked up Hebo, so they picked up Hebo first pick. So pretty much they couldn't grab Nem. They picked up Hebo early so that they couldn't grab Nem and then grab Nem for themselves, which is a really smart pick because Hebo counters Nem. So that was really smart drafting. And so does Cupid pretty much. So you don't want to pick Nem into the Cupid Hebo, but then on the back end it allows you to pick up the Nem. So that was super smart. But they went for Purse Cthulhu, which is really strong team fight, and Ravana does really well versus the Hebo. Does really well versus the Hebo and the Cupid and pretty much the Nem. So that's why a Ravana is a great third pick here. And then Achilles is really strong because it executes Cthulhu. It's a percent execute, right? So Cthulhu having a ton of base HP when he's in old form, easy execute. I don't really like the Heimdall pick here. You do have good AoE with Cthulhu and Purse, but I feel like Heim isn't really that strong in this aspect. I feel like I'd prefer maybe a Rama. But we'll see why. We'll see why they picked it. Maybe for the self-peel, they think Achilles and Nem is going to dive. And Heim has good self-peel versus the Nem and the Achilles. You do have to spend Peds to actually dive. You don't get it for free. Ganesh is really strong in this comp, in my opinion. I love the Ganesh pick. Really starts a fight. How's the Nem countered to Hebo? No, Hebo counters Nem. And then Geb, I love the Geb pick. I think Geb is super underrated right now. Everyone forgot about Geb. I think I like Ghost comp. That Geb round out for the pick is just amazing. What I was explaining was that Hebo counters Nem, and that's why they picked the top pick. So when you go, you don't want to pick Nem into the Hebo. So then they let it through the draft, and then they get Nem on the back end. So it was super smart drafting. That drafting was really smart. Geb is dope. Geb is really strong. I like Ghost's comp. I think until the Geb, I liked SSG. I think SSG was winning, but the Geb, I think, counters their draft. Unless Geb falls really behind, but PBM is really strong. I'm going to be muting the casters and just going over it myself. I think in the bottom right here, I'll be perfect. So here they go for an early start, just making sure to get their wards out. They walk into Ganesh. They pinging out that there's 4 people there. 5 people. They get 1 ward, 2 wards. Right now they're just pinging them over and over. They're 5 manning to get wards out, which is really smart. They got 2 wards. The only thing about it is they dropped it pretty early, so you're not going to get as much value. But sometimes that's what you have to sacrifice to do it. To get those 2 wards out, they last 1 minute, right? Because they're the basic ward, and you have to drop them early because you have to get back to your camps. So we'll see what happens. What's up, Detroit? Thanks for the 4 months, man. Let's go Ghost. Yeah, I'm rooting for Ghost as well, but I like both teams. I just want good matches, which is most probably what we're gonna get from these 2. So Geb has Hog, and so does it. So it should be even clear, even though Ganesh is a little bit better. He got roll out first. That's really smart. He's going to try to block it, but didn't get the block. And the reason he gets it is to get the level 2 first, which Geb knockup is definitely worth level 2. There's some characters that level 2 isn't worth it, but Geb is definitely one of them. Let's see, he should hit 2. There it is. He hits 2.
Yo, I'm in a shower. Then you want me to make you a plate of food?
For sure. I'm done for that.
With eggs, potatoes, and pancakes.
Oh, thanks. Good looks, bro. So pretty much, yeah, they go to Harpy to use that advantage, but they couldn't get the Harpy, and they lose lane pressure, so I don't think that was worth it. PBM uses his Blink to try to regain pressure, but doesn't. Let's see if he does. Heart Bomb wasn't on the wave, so he might be in trouble here, but nice rollout. Pushes him out of the way. If he doesn't push him out of the way there, I think he could die, because then he has no rollout, no knockup. Cupid has no Heart Bomb, and he's in bad position with 3 archers being up. He knocks him up. He knocks him away, so he lives. Or no chance to kill him, better yet said. He did go Blink, something big on Geb. It's really important to have Blink. Shout out to my boy Detroit with the 4 months. Thank you. Blink is really important on Geb, but Shell is so good as well. I think it's fine that he did go Blink, because you don't really need Shell versus comp. Not a lot of AA, as we've seen in the recent games. So we're fine. Here's the initiation. Cheerio kind of in trouble. Double dash. Ebo looking for the knock him. Not enough damage. Unfortunate. I knew he didn't have enough. He didn't have enough auto. He needed to body block just a tiny bit, but if he does body block, he could possibly die. So that was played perfect on both sides. Ravana has to back though. I think Ghost should have used that pressure on him backing and force mid, and then he goes to the back camps. Sam goes to left mid, realizes shit. That's probably what I should have done. And then goes back mid. Too late though. Late decision cost them the back camps, where that really puts you behind as a jungler, because you're zoned from the wave, then you come back to your backs and they're gone, and then all you have is speed. But the fact that he has his back camps there puts him in a decent spot and not too behind with the Nemesis. Still puts him behind though. And now when you're talking about the 1v1 with Nemesis and Ravana, is pretty much, I think, even. I think Nem wins because she has better AA and more damage over time. If you're talking about, like, if Rob doesn't time his burst right off the shield. So if Rob has no CC, so that shield, if you cast it perfectly on the ult, on the 3-1 combo, then you're kind of cucked. So I think Nemesis definitely has the 1v1 advantage when you're going to split. But I think Rob is fine. I think they'll probably just trade ult for ult every time. You can't really full engage on Rob, because you ults, then he'll immune to immune the speed, the movement speed, or the slow, and then you just immune his slice and dice, and you're fine. So Nem I think right now she's rounding out her golden blade. I'm pretty sure she hasn't backed yet. She's reaching for that golden blade. After red buff, you'll see she'll back, have full golden blade. Wow, she isn't backing. I guess she doesn't have the 1300, probably 1250. Or doesn't want her back camps invaded. This is going to be a big... we haven't talked about solo much, but I think it's one of the big talking points right here. Nika versus Final K. I think this is the 2 best solo laners in the game right now. And I think that's why they are in the position they are, as both being undefeated teams. So Sam is backing here. Does have the full golden blade, which means they give up right mids, which is good, because now they get timer on it. And I think something that Space Station is going to have to do is really pressure with the Ganesh, right? I don't think Ganesh is even with Geb the longer this game goes. He does not scale at the same rate. Ganesh is still really good late game. Wow, he went full boots first. That's interesting. I don't know why you would reach for full boots. You only really reach for full boots when you get Golden Blade. I mean, when you get First Blood. Reaching for full boots feels pretty bad, because... you clear camp so slow with no boots. I guess he got a good early game, right? He got a good early game because he got pressured out. Nice blink ult. He just ults. Yeah, that's it. That's the end of that. Is that a good trade? It's all right. Nem ult is on a shorter CD. But Nem ult is your ganking potential. Now they're going to look for blue with Cthulhu having no ult. They don't have the Ganesh rotation. Raffer has no rotation, so they're just going to full commit on him. This is a great. He's dead. Good. That's just good macro. That's just better macro. That's just better macro. That's all you can say. You pull the Cthulhu ult. The game plan is the blue. I feel like Raffer should have picked up on that, but he didn't pick up on it. He's still sitting at the left side of the map. And so then it's an easy kill. Blink ult. Honestly, blink ult on anyone would have killed them. Now they're going to try to commit on PBM, but he's fine. They're obviously not even committing to that rotation. Now they're trying to counter invade red buff, which is a good play because they know they're securing blue buff. But let's see how long they take. They need a full commit. They call it off. And now they have the rotation. And Ghost just went out big on that. Big on that. That's why they have their 500 goldie, which is pretty much the first blood. And they didn't get red buff. I feel like Raffer's kind of in a weird spot now. Should be fine, though. Nem ult coming up soon. They're still going for the red. Interesting. I feel like they should have defended that. Here goes the Raffer ult. They're still going to full commit. Great Persol. Now they're going to be turning on Nem. Beads out of Twig, Sam gets out. Panda with a great rotation, but can't get anything out of it. Unfortunate. I feel like if they knew Cupid was rotating, they should have baited back into the jungle. Great pickup by PBM. Caught the dash. He's dead as hell all day. PBM gets first blood. And that's actually not too bad. I mean, you'd want it, obviously, on your Nam or your Achilles. But Geb first blood isn't bad. Because what is his weakness? Early game. And if you can help that, like I said, Geb just scales way better than Ganesh. So we'll see. He went guard boots. Respect the guard boots pickup here. I think he feels the same way. I think PBM feels the same way. Like, yo, if I make it through this early game, mid game, like, I'm going to carry this shit. And I think PBM is definitely the support to do so. So PBM is just backing here. Kind of a reset going across. If you noticed, Panda can't rush the gloves. And Vote went for the boots. Understandable. This spike is just leaning over to Panda Cat. Because if he doesn't make a play off these boot spike, which it doesn't seem like he's going to make one, he might shut me up. Here goes the blue invade again. Raffer is here for this invade. They might want to blow up Raffer. Let's see. I think they could blow him up with a blink ult. They're committing on it. They already got the blue buff. They ult Nika. He ults to counter, but he's still in trouble. Great body blocks coming out. They're dropping big twos. Big execute. He has another execute onto Cherio. He can get another one here, but they're not going to dive. Just grab the wave. Disengage. Twig is probably calling over the purse rotation. And that's why you pick Achilles into Cthulhu. That's just Final K, you know, Final K doing great. Just having great knowledge on the matchup. I mean, he is the guy to play it every single game. And if you know how to play it, you know what's good against it. And so shout out to Final K for making this happen, in my opinion. They came in with a game plan and they're executing. I feel like right now, Space Station is just reacting to what Ghost is doing right now, and that's why you're seeing it fall over like this. And Nem, like I said, does really good versus Cthulhu. We've seen it before. We've seen Obey did it yesterday. I also really like Sunder and Cthulhu. Yeah, they did it yesterday. I mean, Sunder is good, but I think Sunder's a bit too much against the Cthulhu. Like, you're investing a whole relic into an ult, which is fine if Cthulhu's popping off, but right now he's just being shut down, so I don't think they'll get Sunder. I think they already feel like they can just destroy him without it. So, like I said, Vote didn't get anything out of the... Hey guys, it's Leon here. Thank you for supporting my YouTube dream. If you want to continue to do so, every video you can click my 2 sponsored links in the description. Just open the links and close them. Thanks for the love. Out of the boot spike. And so now Cupid has 44 stacks above. And I feel like now you're going to start to see Panda go on him and grab his beads. They're going to beads for beads. Or I think Cupid still has the better 1v1. So you're on Final K. That's Final K saying, I feel super strong right now. And I feel like that's a great pickup. He's taking advantage. He's playing situational. What do you guys always ask me? Hey, yo, what do I build? Well, you definitely don't build Soul Eater here if you're behind. Well, and definitely he's not behind or even. He's way ahead. So definitely pick up whatever the hell you want to. The counter on them, big get ult. They should go on Raffer here, but they're still chasing Cherio. Great purse ult. Good Ganesh ult. Actually, not that good of a Ganesh ult. They tried catching Final K on it, but he's still so big. Level 10 base stats. Raffer's in trouble. He's definitely going to die here. Dashes into the team. There's going to be no help. Here comes the execute. X-free execute. 4-on-4. Nika's still trying to fight. Nika still has ult. This is looking really good for SSG here. Can they kill Final K? That's his execute. Big Geb shield out of my man PBM. Still going to try to confirm, but nope. Here goes the healing from the 2-1 and no Soul Eater yet. It's still not stacked. And what looked like it could be good for SSG just turned out to be nothing. I think Raffer messed up on his ult. I think if he held his ult, was a little bit more patient there, he could have had it to when they full committed on him, but unfortunate. They couldn't capitalize on that. Dardes didn't have ult either. He did shoot it pretty early into the fight. And I think the biggest problem there, yeah, but not the significant healing from Soul Eater. You need it fully stacked to start getting the real healing. It helps a bit, but I think that was most his two with his abilities. So pretty much, like I said, that was just Achilles. Like, Achilles definitely dies there if he's not level 11. But obviously, Warrior base stats kicking in there. Because definitely going Soul Eater there, he could have been punished for going Soul Eater there for that second blue invade, but just being so ahead allows him to live there. And they're trying to get Gold Fury, good macro call, almost steals it, But that was just a good macro call. They're going to look for a fight here. They need to look for a fight. Nice one. Twig is going to ult here if he gets the opportunity. Nice ult. Big ult. Oh my god, it hit Dardas as well. Big beats. Unfortunately, he didn't need to beats. It's not big beats. Sorry, big Geb shield. He didn't need to beats, but he did it either way. It's fine, honestly. Once you get that 2-for-1, that was such a good ult from PBM. That's just understanding Geb. Just knock. It doesn't matter if he knocks up there because he's still getting in position with the ult. And here comes Sam across. This is kind of a risky invade, but Cherio is just giving it up because he's trying to defend tier 1. But I think he's going to lose tier 1 either way, so that was just good macro. And now they're going to lose half the map. Was that Gold Fury worth it? No, it was not at all. Not at all. You're going to lose so much experience, so much gold on the map. You lost tier 1 mid, which opens up the map. And now they're even going for Portal. Nika needs to be... Nika needs to be scared here. They do have Nem ult, and here it is. They're going to Nem ult. Nope, doesn't look like it because they're not in position. They're just calling, yo, let's just do Portal. Let's just do Portal, which is the right call. You don't want to chase Cthulhu here and then lose Portal, and you guys are already low. This is already a kind of an overextended play if you think about it. They already used a lot of resources, Gebulk, Twig, ult, Twig beads on that fight and left, so you don't want to push the pace. Good Cupid ult to try to disengage, but that was just good macro. I think that was bad on Panda Cat. So why do you think that's bad on Panda Cat? So they showed Ganesh in right lane. Robin has still been missing, right? Robin has been missing for a while, and they just all respawned and came out of base. If they're not defending Portal, where are they going to be? On the left side of the map, trying to invade buffs, trying to gank. And so I think it was a little bit unfortunate for Panda there. I think he should have just sat under tower, knowing that they just refreshed and didn't defend Portal. But like I said, we have the advantage here, right? We're looking at it from a top down, so you can't blame them. But there's always, there's always the better play. So they lose tier 1. That's a great trade because they lost Portal. Things were looking bad. But they look for the only play they had, which was ganking left lane when there's 4 people on Portal. They get the Portal, but they also traded for killing Cupid, which was pretty big because now Heim, like I said, Heim was behind because of the build choice that he went. And now he's about even. Or even maybe a little bit ahead. Okay, so the difference of builds here in Hunters, they went Kin Size to Atlantis. I like the Atlantis better, but there has been a lot of people going Kin Size. Not a lot of people, it's just been Panda Cat going Kin Size for a while now. And I think the build is fine because you're going against Cthulhu and it's going to burn them. And the goal is to burn Cthulhu. I think that's the game plan right now. Now that I'm looking at the build, and I'm trying to understand Ghost. And that's definitely what it is. That's Blink ult off his dash. They're trying to really commit on him, but they don't have any movement. Achilles over the top. They're going to commit on him right here. Boom. Knock up. Stun. Boom. Execute. He doesn't want to use it right now, but he will if he has to. Free kill. Free pick. Now, what can they get off of it? No lanes push. It looks like they might want to push his mid, but it looks like they're just going to farm the map. There's not really much they can do, in my opinion. Really smart out of left lane, just chilling there. He knows that he can't really move up. Just sit there. They don't really have good enough vision. Look at that vision across the map right here. All the red wards. Look at it. Look at it. Just look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're in the left jungle, you are seen. Any rotation you make, they know. And then 1, 2 on the right side jungle, which are the most important ones, they know where you're going. This is how you control the map. This is why Ghost Gaming is the best team in Smite right now. That's why. Just look at the wards. That's why. They get a little lead and they choke you out. They choke you completely out. They know exactly where you're going, so you have no counterplay. You have no cheeky play. Even if you think outside the box on a crazy rotation, they know. They know. There's no secret. You can't make a cheeky play. You can't outthink them right now because they have all the information on the map. That's the difference between Ghost, by the way, and every other team in the league. And any other team in the league up 7-1. They're up 3K. They're waiting for next Gold Fury and just going to farm until then. Ghost wards across the map. Just keeps pressuring. Doesn't let you ward. See, the most important thing here that I'm trying to explain is that there's wards, right? With wards being on the map, if you know everything that they're doing, they can never make a play and you know when they misstep. How do you get wards on their side of the map? You can't. You just see what happened to Raffer. He tried getting 2 wards. Look at that 1 ward at red and getting another ward in their jungle. He gets punished. He dies for it. Meaning lack of vision. Meaning lack of information. Meaning you have no information to make a good play or a smart play on the map. That's called... They're playing MOBA at the League of Legends Dota level, in my opinion, right now. Which I think it's one of the only teams doing so. That's why they look so good. So right now, Cthulhu is just sitting in solo lane. He can't really do much more. Achilles is rotating over, has the first rotation on Gold Fury. They're 100% going to start this right as it spawns because they know they're not in a position because they want Cthulhu to show. So Cthulhu didn't show on mid. Now they see Cthulhu on the ward, so they know that they're going to defend this. They're going to blow up Rapper for free with Nemo, free execute, free Gold Fury, and now they're way too late. Everyone has to disengage. Just easy. Just clinical Smite gameplay right here. That's MOBA. That's how you control the map. This is chess. They're no longer playing Smite. And right now, Vote still tries to farm a lane because they're a Gold Fury. He's going to try to TP. He's one shot, gets crit, good ult, but doesn't get the TP off. Vote played it as best as he can, but he's out of position by just being on left. And now they get a free tower. This is a great play from Cherio trying to make something happen on the other side of the map, but he just gets blown up by Hebo. And that's what Hebo does. That's Tahuti, by the way, boys. Tahuti first item. He was under 50% threshold there, and Hebo just said, yo, peace. Dart is ulted too. Yup, to try to confirm the kill, because that was their only play. Literally, their only play was to commit on Twig there. And now they get super... This game, that's GG, by the way, boys. There's no way, unless Ghost throws, is GG. Their only play was to kill Twig there, which SSG realized this is our only play. Twig knows... Twig just outplays them. There's just no other way to put that. Twig just outplayed the shit out of them. He one-tapped Raven and got both ults. And then they just rotate over. They just rotate over because they're like, yo, you just killed, got 2 ults. This is free. Okay. And then Cubic stays splitting. So now pretty much it's going to be about to be a 10k goal lead in 17 minutes. Clinical Smite. No other way to put it. And now, like I said, what did I say? Well, Geb outscales Ganesh a ton. Now let's look at level 14 Geb against level 10 Ganesh with Blessing to keep him alive, not even to help his team fight. No. Did he pick up beats? Oh, he's level 10. I was about to say, did he pick up beats? Because I saw beats off purse, but excuse me. Nope. And that's how you take... Okay, so pretty much Ghost Gaming came in with a game plan saying, yo, pick Cthulhu. They baited the Cthulhu pick. Final K said, yo, I know Achilles is broken versus him as long as we're invading every blue. So they pick Nem as well. By the way, in picks and bans, they picked Hebo first pick, which you usually don't want to do because there is a lot of counter to it. But they first pick it. So when you first pick Hebo, you don't want to pick Nem as a count. You don't want to pick Nem, even though she's one of the best gods in the game right now in the jungle. So they let Nem through, say, yo, please pick Cthulhu. They pick Cthulhu, and then they pick up Nem on the back end, which is the counter to Cthulhu. And then they third pick Achilles. Did they top 3 a pick? I don't remember if they top 3 pick Achilles, but I think they did, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe 4th pick. But either way, this is strategy. This is not... They came in with a strat and they executed perfectly. This is all it is, pretty much what it was. 4th pick Achilles? Okay. Well, yeah, they didn't... Well, who bans Achilles here? Who even thinks of Achilles? SSG definitely did because they didn't ban it. And then they just sat on blue buffs with Geb, Blink ult, percent HP, Achilles, percent execute, Nem, percent health. That's 4% abilities, 3% abilities. And then they pick... And then they just pick Hebo that can one-tap anyone. And he's going to get his damage off either way, and Geb protects him. I love the Geb pick here. It's just the Geb pick is insane. I don't think it's about sleeping on Final K's pick. I think it was more about the strategy than it is sleeping on the pick. All right, Nemo on Tanika. They're still focused. They're not focusing Bird now. Great person on PBM. Easy shield. Omega lol. Still full HP. They're never going to kill PBM. They just used 2 ultimates. And they dropped 2 people. That both tanks at 50% HP with Fire Giant. Omega lol. And here they go. They should go back to mid. They have Cupid Hearts, which is underrated healing. And they're just going to go right back mid. Looks like they want to pressure left now. They're splitting it up. They still don't have 2 ults. Sam is the only one that doesn't have ult. They still have Blink ult on Geb. Let's see. Yep. You're going to see him look for a big blink. Boom! Double Blink Geb ult. Purse beads. Rapper's in trouble. Still committing, but they're hitting the Bird right now. Just focusing the Bird, which is a great play. Good Geb shield on Sam. Making sure he doesn't fall in trouble. Cthulhu engaging on the back line. Final K is in trouble. Final K might be dead here. Big play out of Twig. Huge knockup. Good silence, so make sure he doesn't ult back in. Fine is still in trouble in the backline. He ults out. He's super low. Cherio's going to try to finish him. Good heal. Soul Eater with a gap shield. Huge gap shield. So he's healing a ton. And he's still going to stay alive. They try to commit to him. They finish him. But they do get the bird, which is a great trade. Now let's see what else SSG can do on the back end here. Sam just calls a disengage. Free Phoenix. Fires up in like a minute. Great siege. Great siege. And SSG played that very well. Very, very well. SSG, I think, played that borderline perfect. The only problem I saw was them clumping up on left Phoenix there to get free per speeds. I think the only thing that I saw was a problem. Everything else was great. Ghost played that amazing as well. Just super clean, man. Get the bird, get out. They can't do anything on the back end now. They can't get FG. They can't get Gold Fury. They can't even get in position award. That's just clinical Smite there. I love the build coming out of Twig, by the way. Great builds. He has 0 pen, but it doesn't matter. Because he blows up anyone either way. It's all percent damage. He steals your HP, which is great against their whole comp. They're just focusing all their builds around Cthulhu because I feel like they know Nika is the carry on this team, in my opinion. And they're just not letting Nika carry right now. Nice. Dead. One shot. That's game. So now they're just going to run it down. They're going to try to get a Cupid ult here. He didn't Cupid ult, which was really smart. And now Gab is trying to... He tried blinking. He's going to get the ult here. Nice CC immune ult. Big Nem. Big Cupid ult. GG. Well played. Fun game. Volt gets Sam, though. But I think it's still GG. Kill Nika here for free. Boom. And GG. Well played. Yo, thank you so much, Real Wavy, for the 1 year. Much love, man. I think it was all strategy, this game. All strategy. I think shout out to Ghost's coach.